Welcome to the Season Starter Show, the podcast where we take everything life has handed us and turn it into wisdom worth living by. I am your host, David Marcel, and today we are talking to the men who are in their 40s, their 50s, and beyond. The men who looked up one day and realized the game is not over. In fact, some of the best playing is still ahead. Today's episode is called The Second Wind, and we are going all in on one of the most important topics a man can face in the second half of his life: his health, his body, his physical future. Because here is the truth. You cannot enjoy your grandchildren if you cannot get on the floor with them. You cannot enjoy your free time if you are exhausted all the time. You cannot enjoy the relationship you have built if you are not present in your own body. And you cannot experience the other half of your life the way it deserves to be experienced if your body is not ready for the ride. So today we are talking about how men can get fit, stay fit, and build a body that carries them powerfully into everything that is still coming. And we are not guessing. We are coming with research, real science, practical steps, and a whole lot of wisdom from men who figured it out. Let us go. First, let us talk about what is actually happening to your body after 50, because understanding the enemy is the first step to defeating it. Here is what the science tells us. Starting around age 30, men begin to lose muscle mass at a rate of about 3 to 5% per decade. After 50, that rate can accelerate. The medical term is sarcopenia, and it is one of the leading contributors to frailty, falls, metabolic slowdown, and loss of independence as men age. Here is the other thing that happens. Testosterone levels decline about 1 to 2% per year after age 30. By 50, many men have testosterone levels significantly below where they were in their prime. And low testosterone does not just affect your desire. It affects your energy, your mood, your ability to build and maintain muscle, your bone density, and even your mental clarity. Then there is the metabolism shift. After 50, your resting metabolic rate drops, meaning your body burns fewer calories at rest. That means the diet and activity level that kept you lean at 35 will leave you carrying extra weight at 55, even if nothing else in your habits has changed. And finally, inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation becomes more common as we age, and it contributes to joint pain, fatigue, cardiovascular disease, and cognitive decline. Now here is the good news, and I want you to hear this clearly. Every single one of those processes can be slowed, reversed, or significantly managed through the right lifestyle choices. The research on this is overwhelming and consistent. Men who engage in regular resistance training, eat a high-protein diet, prioritize sleep, and manage stress have measurably younger biological ages than their sedentary peers. Your body is not done. It is waiting on you. Let us talk about the single most important thing a man over 50 can do for his physical health. And I am going to tell you right now, it is probably not what you think. It is not cardio. It is resistance training, lifting weights, building muscle. Now, I know some of you have not touched a weight since your 20s. Some of you think that is for younger guys. Some of you have bad knees or a bad shoulder, and you think the window is closed. I want to challenge every one of those assumptions. A landmark study published in the journal Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise found that older adults who engaged in progressive resistance training 2 to 3 times per week gained significant muscle mass and strength, regardless of age. We are talking about men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, seeing real, measurable gains. Why does muscle matter so much? Let me count the ways. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. More muscle means a higher resting metabolic rate, which means your body burns more calories even when you're sitting still. That is your built-in weight management system. Muscle protects your joints. Strong muscles around your knees, hips, and spine act as shock absorbers and stabilizers. Many men with knee pain find significant relief, not from rest, but from building the muscles around the knee. Muscle is your longevity insurance. Research, from the American Journal of Medicine found that muscle mass was the single best predictor of longevity in men over 50, not weight, not body mass index, muscle. And muscle builds testosterone. Resistance training is one of the most effective natural ways to support healthy testosterone levels. Every compound lift you do sends a signal to your body that it needs to maintain the hormonal environment of a younger man. So how do you start? Especially if you have not worked out in years. Start simple, start safe, and start now. The best beginner approach for men over 50 is what trainers call the Big 3 plus 1. Squats, deadlifts, and pressing movements plus pulling movements. These are compound exercises, meaning they work multiple muscle groups at once, which gives you maximum return on your investment of time. If a traditional barbell squat is not accessible to you right now because of mobility or injury, a goblet squat with a light dumbbell or kettlebell works beautifully. A Romanian deadlift with dumbbells is safer on the lower back than a traditional deadlift for beginners. Incline push-ups or dumbbell chest presses replace the bench press, and a seated cable row or a band pull-apart takes care of the pulling. Start with 2 days a week. Give your body 48 to 72 hours between sessions, because recovery is where the growth actually happens. As you adapt over 8 to 12 weeks, you can move to 3 days per week. The key principle is progressive overload. Each week, you are either adding a little weight, doing one more rep, or doing one more set. This is the engine that drives continuous improvement. And here is the thing about men over 50. We are actually well suited for this. We have patience, we have discipline. We know how to show up when we do not feel like it. Those are the exact qualities that make a great lifter. Now let us talk about cardiovascular fitness, because your heart is the engine of everything. After 50, cardiovascular disease becomes the leading cause of death for men in the United States. The American Heart Association is clear. Regular aerobic exercise is one of the most powerful interventions available for reducing cardiovascular risk, improving blood pressure, supporting healthy cholesterol levels, and improving insulin sensitivity. But here is what the research has refined in recent years. It is not just about how much cardio you do. It is about what kind. The current science points to a combination of two forms of cardio as being most effective for men over 50. The first is Zone 2 training. This is low to moderate intensity, steady state aerobic exercise, where you can hold a conversation but you are definitely working. Think a brisk walk, a light jog, cycling at a comfortable pace, or swimming. You want to stay in this zone for 30 to 45 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week. Zone 2 training builds your aerobic base, improves mitochondrial function, and trains your body to burn fat as fuel. It is the foundation. The second is high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. This involves short bursts of near maximal effort followed by brief recovery periods. Something like 20 seconds hard, 40 seconds easy, repeated 8 to 10 times. Research published in the journal Cell Metabolism found that HIIT reversed many of the cellular signs of aging in older adults, including improvements in mitochondrial capacity that were even greater than those seen in younger study participants. Now, HIIT comes with a caution for men who are just returning to fitness. If you have been sedentary, build your Zone 2 base for 8 to 12 weeks before adding high-intensity work. Let your tendons, ligaments, and cardiovascular system adapt before you push hard. The combination of resistance training 2 to 3 times a week and Zone 2 cardio 3 to 4 times a week with 1 or 2 HIIT sessions per week, once you are ready, gives you a complete program that addresses muscle, heart health, metabolism, and longevity all at once. And here is some great news. Walking counts. A study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that men who walked at least 7,000 steps per day had significantly lower mortality rates than those who walked fewer. You do not need a gym membership to begin this journey. You need your shoes and a sidewalk. Let us talk about food, because you can train all you want, but if you are fueling your body with the wrong things, you are fighting yourself. For men over 50, The research points to 3 nutritional priorities above all others. Priority 1, protein. And most men over 50 are not getting nearly enough. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using dietary protein to build and maintain muscle. This means older men actually need more protein than younger men, not less. The current research consensus suggests that men over 50 should aim for approximately 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. For a 180-pound man, that is between 126 and 180 grams of protein daily. The best sources? Lean meats like chicken breast, turkey, and lean beef. Fish, especially salmon, which also delivers anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and for men who prefer plant-forward eating, legumes, tofu, tempeh, and a high-quality protein supplement. Spreading your protein across 3 to 4 meals throughout the day is more effective than trying to get it all in 1 or 2 sittings, because the body can only use so much at once for muscle protein synthesis. Priority 2, anti-inflammatory eating. The Mediterranean diet consistently ranks as one of the most well-researched dietary patterns for longevity, heart health, brain health, and inflammation reduction. Its core features are simple. Olive oil as your primary fat, abundant vegetables and fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, fish at least twice a week, and limited processed foods, refined sugars, and red meat. A large study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that men following a Mediterranean-style diet had a 30% lower risk of major cardiovascular events compared to those following a low-fat diet. That is a number worth paying attention to. Priority 3, managing what you drink. Alcohol has a disproportionate impact on men over 50. It disrupts sleep quality, suppresses testosterone, adds empty calories, increases inflammation, and strains the liver. If you drink, moderation is the operative word. The research increasingly suggests that less is better, and for men trying to make real fitness gains, even moderate drinking can slow progress significantly. Now, what about hydration? Older men have a diminished thirst sensation, meaning you can be dehydrated before you even feel thirsty. Chronic mild dehydration affects cognitive function, energy levels, joint lubrication, and exercise performance. Aim for half your body weight in ounces of water per day as a baseline. I want to spend a moment on something that does not get enough attention in fitness conversations: sleep. Sleep is not passive recovery. Sleep is when your body does its most important work. Human growth hormone, which drives muscle repair and fat metabolism, is released primarily during deep sleep. Testosterone production peaks during sleep. Inflammation is modulated during sleep. Memories are consolidated, cells are repaired, and the immune system is reset, all while you are horizontal with your eyes closed. The National Sleep Foundation recommends 7 to 9 hours for adults. Research from the University of Chicago found that men who slept only 5 hours per night for 1 week had testosterone levels equivalent to men 10 to 15 years older. Let me repeat that. 1 week of poor sleep aged their testosterone profile by 10 to 15 years. For men over 50, sleep quality often declines naturally. This is partly due to changes in sleep architecture and partly due to conditions like sleep apnea, which becomes more common with age and is dramatically underdiagnosed. If you snore heavily, wake up unrefreshed, or feel excessively sleepy during the day, talk to your doctor about a sleep study. Sleep apnea is not just an annoyance. It is a serious cardiovascular and metabolic risk factor. To improve your sleep quality, the research supports these practices. Keep a consistent sleep and wake time, even on weekends. Avoid screens for at least 30 minutes before bed. Keep your room cool, around 67 to 68 degrees. Limit caffeine after noon, and consider magnesium glycinate before bed, which research suggests may improve sleep quality and muscle recovery in older adults. Now let us talk about the mental and emotional side of this. Because getting fit after 50 is not just a physical challenge, it is a mindset challenge. A lot of men in this age group carry some heavy emotional weight around fitness. Maybe you were once in great shape and you feel shame about how far you have drifted. Maybe you tried before and quit and now you doubt yourself. Maybe your identity was tied up in being a certain kind of physical specimen and now the mirror does not reflect that anymore. I want to say something directly to those men. Let go of who you were. Focus on who you are becoming. The man who starts at 55 with zero fitness history and builds himself up over 2 years to running a 5K, lifting weights 3 times a week, and sleeping 8 hours a night has achieved something genuinely extraordinary. He has rewritten his biology. He has extended his health span. He has set an example for everyone around him. That story is not less impressive than the college athlete who maintained his fitness. That story is more impressive because he had to choose it with full awareness. He had to build discipline from scratch. He had to face himself in the mirror and decide to change. The research on behavior change is clear about one thing. Identity matters more than motivation. Motivation is a feeling and it comes and goes. Identity is a decision. When you decide that you are a man who takes care of his body, the behaviors follow the identity rather than requiring willpower to sustain. So make that decision. Say it out loud if you have to. I am a man who takes care of his body, not because of vanity, not to compete with anyone, but because I have grandchildren to get on the floor with, because I have adventures still waiting for me, because the people who love me deserve the best version of me for as long as possible. And then go act like that man. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a practical weekly framework, something you can actually use starting this week. No perfection required, just progress. Here is what a solid week looks like for a man over 50 who is serious about his health. Monday, resistance training, upper body focus, chest press, rows, shoulder press, bicep curls. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps each, 45 minutes. Tuesday, zone 2 cardio, 30 to 40 minute brisk walk or bike ride at a conversational pace, plus 10 minutes of mobility work, hip circles, thoracic rotation, ankle circles. This stuff matters more as we age. Wednesday, resistance training, lower body focus, goblet squats, Romanian deadlifts, step-ups, calf raises, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps each. Thursday, active recovery, a 20 to 30 minute easy walk, stretching, maybe some light Pilates if you are open to it. Research shows that men over 50 who incorporate regular flexibility work have significantly fewer injuries and much better quality of life movement. Friday, full body resistance training or HIT cardio, depending on where you are in your fitness journey. If you are in your first 3 months, do full body lifting. If you are past that foundation, this is a great day for interval work. Saturday, well, my advice is to rest, eat well, sleep well. Sunday, something fun, a hike, a pickup basketball game, a swim, yard work. Move your body doing something you enjoy. This is where fitness becomes a lifestyle rather than a chore. That framework, done consistently for 6 months, will transform how you feel, how you look, and how you function. And at the 12-month mark, you will not recognize the man you used to be. Let me close with this. There is a concept in medicine called health span. It is different from lifespan. Lifespan is how long you live. Health span is how long you live well, in full possession of your strength, your clarity, your independence, and your joy. The research on men who invest in their fitness after 50 is unambiguous. They have longer health spans. They have fewer chronic diseases. They maintain cognitive function longer. They recover from illness faster. They have better relationships, better mood, better sexual health, and higher reported life satisfaction. But beyond the data, there is something deeply personal about this. Those grandchildren that are coming or are already here, they are going to remember how you showed up. They are going to remember whether grandpa got on the floor, whether grandpa went on the hike, whether grandpa was present and energetic and engaged, or whether grandpa watched from the sidelines. You get to choose which grandpa you are. The second half of your life is not the end of the story. For a man who takes care of himself, it is the best chapter yet. So get up, get moving, get after it. You have got a whole life left to live. Make sure your body shows up for it. This is David Marcel. Until next time, keep living with wisdom, intention, and power. God bless.